I need to let's see. Okay. Fear. Just need a little oil. My son took a long time to go to sleep tonight, so I'm running late and I just need to get back in the zone here to calm myself, wake myself up from laying with him. Okay, so fear. Let me see if anybody's on here. So if you have your fears right now in the comments, let me know. And get my notes out. Okay, I'm all over the place tonight. Okay, coaching time. Biggest fears. Sit with your fear. The truth emerges. I am a risk taker by nature, and I've always just been able to jump in with my heart and soul and figure it out as I go. And that can be scary to some people. So a couple of risks I've taken in my life. I moved, right after college, I decided to travel Australia for 3 months by myself. I did know a couple people studying in Sydney, so I went and stayed with them, but then I just took off on my own for 3 months around Australia. I also, when I got back from there, took an internship in San Francisco, moved across country on my own, not knowing anybody. I'm from Massachusetts, so that was a long way for me to go. All my family's in Massachusetts, so I didn't know a soul. I got to know some people. What else? 8 years ago. Let's see, we're going on 9 years ago. Yeah. Or 8 years ago. Anyway, 2012. So 8 years ago. We just decided to move to Indiana from New York. My husband and I had no jobs. We had a 6-month-old. So we just knew we needed to come take care of my mother-in-law. We up and moved with no jobs and nowhere to live and a 6-month-old baby. That's a risk we had to take. And then another risk that I have taken recently, a couple of years ago, I decided to leave the teaching profession, just up and leave the career that I knew to follow some of my passions. So with every one of those risks, there's fear involved. And I had to sit with that fear. I had to face that fear and sort out the decisions that I needed to make. Sometimes a situation doesn't feel right and a fear comes up. So number one, facing your fears. We don't have to ignore the fear. We can welcome it. So I encourage you to welcome the fear and then see what emotions come up for that fear. So you may feel emotions, you may feel sensations in the body. So write down that fear and then notice the emotions or the sensations that come up in your body. Those emotions are telling us something. They have a message for us. Or those sensations in the body, maybe tight shoulders, a pit in your stomach, um, a tight jaw. Those sensations are telling us something. So welcome that fear and welcome the feelings and sensations. Number 2, we can listen to what that fear is trying to tell us. We are self-preservationists. We want to take care of ourselves. So the fear is actually love for ourselves, if that makes sense to you. So fear is protecting us from something. So I want you to listen to yourself when you ask, do I need to end something? Do I need to say something to somebody? Do I need to say yes or do I need to say no? Do I need to communicate boundaries in a better way? Um, so that's number 2. We can listen to that fear. It's trying to tell us something. So we need to just welcome it, sit with it, and ask what it is. Number 3, fear can help us grow if we make a decision to push past. So once we've sat with it and we've asked it what it's trying to tell us, we can figure out what it's communicating. What change is this fear trying to tell me to make? What desires do I have? Can I make a couple of action steps that are attainable in order to face this fear or to take the next step forward? When have you felt this same fear in the past? And have you grown from that fear, or did you just decide to ignore that fear? So, what possibilities would arise if you pushed past this fear and made the decision you needed to make? That's number 3. Fear can help us grow if we let it. And number 4, it's okay to take a risk and not have all the answers. So I started this talk with the fact that I'm a risk taker, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. It doesn't mean that I'm not afraid, and it doesn't mean that I've made wrong decisions in the past. So number 4, it's okay to take that risk and not know the answers. You can figure them out as you go, and that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to follow your heart and then realize that you should have taken a different turn this way. You will not know unless you try, and you will not know unless you sit with that fear and face that fear. So I hope this maybe pushes you a little bit past a fear that you're having, and that you can find the truth behind that fear and the love that it's trying to show you for yourself. If you need a little more push, my friend and I have a course coming up in January, and we need case studies for this to get in for free. Message me or email me info@tanyamilano.com and put case study in the subject line, and I will have a conversation with you to see if it's right for you. But if you have this urge to take a risk and you're fearful and you just need a coach or 2 coaches we have a program for you coming up. So I would love to talk to you about it. All right, everybody, have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.